Yo, what's going on everybody? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. So today, we're talking about Far Cry 6. First of all, you cannot go wrong with this game, guys. I can't find any flaws. Do you guys have any flaws with this game? Because I haven't found any yet. So far, dude, every single upgrade, everything that they've done to this game over Far Cry 5 has been awesome, and it's a much improved game. And I really had no idea what to expect. Like, for real, I had no idea if I was gonna like this game or love it, because here's the thing, I really enjoyed Far Cry 5. Hey, I know some people didn't. Everybody's saying Far Cry 3 is a standard and it's dope and it's awesome. I enjoyed 5, I enjoyed the cult aspect of it, I enjoyed the storyline. The story was kind of like it was pretty easy to keep up with, and there's also a lot to do in the game. So I love stuff like that. You know, sometimes, having in-depth stories is awesome and that's great, but I think that just kind of depends on the game and how they present the story, different things like that. So I actually really have enjoyed Far Cry 6. Okay, so another reason why, because they just came out with a really small update that had a couple little new daily challenges and a couple other little goodies like that. I mean, basically everything in the update was one new special operation. It's called the Lost Tree Santos. And then there was some new daily and weekly challenges added. And then everything else was just like bug fixes and some co-op mishaps, some glitches. Guys, this is a huge update from Far Cry 5. There are so many changes from Far Cry 5 to Far Cry 6 that it is crazy. Number 1, the ability to holster weapons. Number 2, scan vehicles to be available at a pickup point. Literally, all you have to do is use your phone to scan vehicles. That is so easy. It gives you the color, the car, everything. Literally, scan it with your phone, boom, and then you can drive them as well, obviously. You can do ambushes. Here's what an ambush looks like. That's kind of part of a mission. There was nothing like that in Far Cry 5. And there's different regions have different ranks, and really kind of how difficult the enemies will be, and really what you'll be facing. And there's going to be roadblocks, special missions, anti-aircraft that you have to take out to use to get uranium. Man, there's all kinds of different things in all these different regions and kind of different bosses to a degree. And then you actually have some buddies that can help you, and you can do recruits. See what I'm saying? There's so much to talk about and so much to do in this game. Obviously, I'm going to be doing more longer review that's going to go into a lot more details, but I just want to just cover all this stuff just kind of right off the bat. So there are actually airdrops on fast travel now. That did not exist. You had a wingsuit and a parachute, and that was it. So you can airdrop at bases and kind of different hideouts that you have unlocked. And literally all you do is just boom, airdrop. Basically just shows you falling down, and you can parachute, wingsuit, go anywhere in that area if you kind of choose to do that, besides doing a fast travel and then getting a vehicle or whatever. So sometimes that's just a little bit easier if you know exactly where you're going. Boom, pinpoint it, drop down, do it. Okay, so another huge pro is you can upgrade your amigos. Yes, you want to upgrade that sweet little dog, Trizo. You can upgrade him. If you want to upgrade little Boom Boom or all the other amigos you have in there, you can upgrade them. And there's actually 3 upgrade tiers, which I think is awesome. Okay, so for example, Boom Boom. Boom Boom, his first trick and kind of what he's really useful for is retrieving resources from dead enemies' bodies. And also tier 1 is you tap into your fuzziest friend's animal instincts, mark the locations of enemy troops and animals to plan to a sneak attack. So he can help with sneak attacks. Alive tracking gives Boom an extra edge, allowing him to tag targets from further away and help you plan better for stealth. Thick Coat is the 3rd tier. This rough and tumble boy can withstand more damage with his thicker seasonal coat. Good luck washing him though. See, it's just different things like that that just really kind of help elevate this game. And there's so many other ways you can upgrade and mods and all that stuff, which is awesome. Okay, another massive one, which is one that we haven't talked about yet, is graphics. Oh man, the details in this game are awesome and amazing and so much better. Just the terrain, the water, the skies, the sunsets are freaking like beautiful. Oh man, you can be like flying a chopper or like flying a plane like into the sunset, and you're like, oh man, like what is this? This is almost kind of like a flight simulator vibe, like just with the graphics. And man, honestly, I wish that I had a much better TV so that I could really take full advantage of that, but this one works right now. Okay, so let's just talk about the cars for a second. So really you have 4 main cars, and those are the ones that you can call to wherever you are on the map. Boom, they'll come and pick you up and they really range from kind of like a speedster type of car all the way to kind of like more of like a heavy Hummer. So here's the thing, again, just like with Amigos, you can update and upgrade your cars, and you can put mods on them, offensive, defensive, cosmetic. The mods can either be to offense or defense. Cosmetic is more, you know, interior color, exterior color. You can put little stuff like in the window, you can add hats, you know, all that stuff. So example, for the Hummer, you have rams and plows. And the ram is what like launches the car further away. You can just, bam, run into it, and it, you know, like sends the car flying, and then you can do those multiple upgrades, and then once you're at tier, I believe it's 3 or 4, then literally, dude, like that car would just fly. The exact same thing with plow, except plow flips the car over. Man, so guys, just some like really small things that they've really added to where you can do so much more in Far Cry 6 than you could in Far Cry 5, and I'm absolutely love it, and I'm here for it. Okay, so for the last thing that we're gonna talk about, at least in this video, are the brand new weapons. Yes, you have Supremos and you have Resolver. Supremos are those massive backpacks that you wear, and man, there are so many options to these things and so many, just like a variety. Like literally one of them is kind of for healing and co-op. You have this kind of I think it's EMP. It sends this shockwave and it will take out and disable alarms. If a chopper is hitting at you, I've totally used it on some choppers to kind of bring the choppers down, and then I go there and shoot at them. Yeah, guys, there are so many different Supremo options. We do not have time to go over every single one of them, but man, there's anywhere from explosive ring, you can launch poison gas, fly into a rage, a self-revive, rapid healer. Even with those have mods as well. You have gadget mods, and then you have just regular mods. Yeah, okay, so we'll go over a little bit more of that, a little more in detail a little bit later on. Okay, there's also Resolver weapons. Those are kind of more definitely handheld, and there's a lot of different options of that. I don't even have them all unlocked yet. Literally, I think I still have like 3 or 4, maybe 5 more to go. But man, those are just more handheld, and you have like a pyro one, you have a shotgun one, you kind of have like a flamethrower-ish vibe of one. And guys, all these are definitely like handmade scraps, because that's basically what like the Yarn people do. You know, they're just scrappy people, which that's another aspect that I just love about this game. So let's talk about just some of the like little small issues with this game. Man, there's really not a ton, guys. That's what makes this game so much fun. So many extra missions that you have to do that we haven't even talked about yet. We'll talk about that, we'll cover that later on in another video. But man, all right, so what are the things that were just not amazing with this game, or maybe could like do like a little bit of improvement on? Okay, so one thing I would absolutely love would be some sort of comparison menu. So like, for instance, if they're literally gonna give us this amount of details to go in and mod weapons and do all these different crazy things, I would love it to actually compare it. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides going flipping back and forth, or if you're looking at a weapon in a completely different like subcategory of weapons, then like, hey, how can I really kind of compare it to see, you know, all the stats and if it lives up to what I'm looking for? So that can take, you know, just a little bit of time. You actually have to go through and read everything, where I would just kind of like it if it was just a little bit easier. I don't know, maybe just a button to say, hey, compare this one and compare this one, and then boom, it pops up over here, you know, and then you can just kind of see them, you know, see the stats and see, okay, if I want to put this mod or that mod or whatever. For me, that would be awesome and make it just a little bit smoother. Okay, so another kind of really big thing for me was just tracking a mission and tracking the side missions, and just, man, like bring back Far Cry 5. That was so much easier and just such a better, really just like navigation system. The map is so massive and so huge, which is awesome. But then it's like, okay, whenever I'm looking for this mission or this side mission, you know, whenever you have to find these fishing spots or whatever, like sometimes those aren't even popping up, and I have no idea really where to go. Granted, that could be a little bit more of a exploration type of mission and stuff like that, but you know, there's so many, I can give you guys so many examples of, okay, where do I go with this mission? And then, you know, it's like way over here, and it's just like barely, like a thing is even blinking. If that, man, it shouldn't be that hard to just track a mission, boom, go there. You know, if you have a hideout, fast travel, whatever. So either bring back some of the tracking from Far Cry 5, or hey, just make this one way better than both these games, and jackpot. Okay, so another one, really, what I've noticed is Far Cry 5 was way more like sneaky, like a little bit easier to get around, to sneak up on enemies. This one is not so much. I feel like this is definitely more aggressive, gun-ho, run and gun, do the mission, like take out enemies, all that stuff. Whereas Far Cry 5 I just felt like it was way easier to sneak up on enemies, even without amigos. And sometimes even with the amigos in this one, you know, it works sometimes, but it's not great. And granted, hey, like, don't get me wrong, I'm that person to just, boom, run in, see what happens, be aggressive, use grenades, use like whatever I need to do to, you know, get the mission and take out, you know, enemies or take out choppers or whatever. Like, I love that aspect of it, but there's definitely times when a couple missions I've just called for, hey, like, it would be cool to be sneaky. You know, it'd be cool to have like a sneaky mode like type of thing. I would love it to have, you know, human amigos and animal amigos. I think that would be awesome to kind of mix and match and kind of go in some missions like that. Dude, that'd be super, super dope. Whereas really they just kind of give you a couple amigos in 6 and you don't really get any human amigos. So man, for me, I thought that was a little bit of a downfall because I enjoyed having, you know, sometimes some like chopper support or like plane support or, you know, a couple of those different characters from Far Cry 5 that just really helped and I just kind of think almost kind of like made it a little bit more fun as well. Don't get me wrong, I love Boom, I love Chorizo, I love all the other amigos in 6, but that's just something kind of small, something kind of minor. The game is still awesome and you should totally snag it. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Man, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if, number one, you've been playing Far Cry 6, if you like it, don't like it, give me some thoughts. This has been an awesome game and I have thoroughly enjoyed it and I'm planning on beating it. I don't know when it's gonna happen because I still have a lot of that map to explore. So maybe, yeah, I'll probably do, you know, like another little update video and we can talk about how great this game is, yeah, again. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.